Bundle up and buckle in as Marbula 1 makes its second trip to Sleet Street. This, the home of the gliding glaciers, takes us from banking that was full of chaos to banking that is full of cold, as these gracious hosts welcome the premier, the top echelon of marble racing. You see the team's choices, and some interesting choices at that. This was a race 1 year ago. Thunder on pole, Smoggy dueling with Red Eye heading into the final lap, and it was the Hazers that came out on top. Red Eye settling for second place, and Wispy back in third. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. It's chilly, but things are about to heat up on track. You can see the fans jammed into the stands here, and what a view that is. You get a little bit of that distant track. Of course, you get this straightaway heading into the banking. You can see the elevation difference on the curves that could come into play over the course of this race. But first, you must qualify. And to kick things off, our pole sitter from 1 season ago. Back then it was the second race in Marbula 1's third season. And Thunder gets us started and will set the time that tells us how quickly they will traverse this track. Opting for that inside after the drop, and along that split as well. Riding those curves, going under the banking, Monza style, and crossing the line. Oh, Mocha was leaping over the curves, it appeared, and trying to better that time from Thunder. Doing it nicely so far. Half a second up. Loses just a touch in that third sector. But to the tune of 0.3 of a second, Mocha goes P1. Rizzy now, a marble that has only scored 3 points, and that was back in the second round of the season. Oh, 44 thousandths, really tightened up at the end after going purple in the middle sector. Rizzy goes up into second place. Stinger, 1 place ahead of Rizzy in the order, but tied on season points. Needs to make up time here in the third, and doesn't. Last of the 4 runners. Now Sirius, going through the slaloms. Very slow to enter the 180 degree and goes right over the wedge and that little shark fin in the drop. That cost Sirius quite a bit of time. And look at the end total, almost a 1.5 seconds behind Mocha. Club's turn now. 1 points scoring finish this season, and that's it. Club, 0.3 of a second down, goes into third. Tumult, whose homeland just played host to Marbula 1. Tumult, 21st in the individual championship, and 6th so far here. This is a very quick lap, 21 seconds, 20 seconds and change. Billy is off to a good first sector here, only a 10th down. Notching in the second sector, goes purple, is challenging for P1 and gets it. 20.692 is the new mark to beat. Billy trying to break that scoreless streak of what could be 2 Grand Prix. Scored 11 back in round number 2, however, and wants to get on that form once more. Quasar having some trouble down in 8th. And as we're already halfway through the order, marbles that are down that far, you might see him sweat even in these temperatures. Frost should be at home, speaking of the temps, but comes only 7th. Yikes. Well, some of these fans have some worry on their faces. Frost did not perform like they thought. For a marble that's 23rd in the championship, they were hoping that there could be some home magic, and now we begin what is going to be the eliminations. 10 marbles have gone, 10 remain. Only 10 will make it from Q1 to Q2. In Q2, the top 10 will have a 3-lap shootout for pole. Everybody eliminated here. That is where they will start in the Grand Prix tomorrow. And Sirius is eliminated. Billy, on the flip side, is safe. Red Eye, was purple, but then lost 0.5 seconds in sector number 2. Wow! Showing some promise, but that completely came undone for our second place finisher here 1 year ago. Clementon, also 0.5 seconds down. Across the line, oh, that was a very poor third sector. Now Pinky Winky also lost half a second through sector number 1. There's so many points on this track that can catch a marble out, and we are seeing them play out in front of us. We've seen marbles completely botch sector 1, completely botch sector 2. Not a ton that could go wrong in sector 3, but I wouldn't put it past the luck of some of these marbles so far. All right, Tumult is eliminated. Pinky Winky is also gone, as is Quasar and Sirius. Firo goes 9th. Frost is out. The stands get a little more icy, and not in a good way. Mocha, Rizzy, Redeye, and Club, and now Rima are safe. Glimmer is out. That puts Firo on the bubble. Nemo, 26th in the standings. Scored a couple, but has had 2 races off to recover. Comes across the line. Oh, well, there's that red in sector number 3. Somebody just had to prove me wrong, didn't they? Nemo goes 6th and is safe somehow. Cerulean trending for 4th, a quarter of a second back, and comes through in 4th. Safe as well. Stinger, Firo also out. Cloudy drops through, opting for that outside line. Is that the quicker way to take this 3rd sector? The times would indicate yes. Cloudy goes 4th and is safe. Thunder is on the bubble with 1 marble to go, and it's Speedy. A marble that is 4th in the championship, 2 podiums in 2 races, but needs to get a lot of time gained here and doesn't. Speedy is out. Those 2 podiums were both 2nd places. Those are the only times that Speedy has raced this season, and has stood on that 2nd step of the podium twice, but unable to advance here. Billy carries the field in P1 as we head into the 2nd round of qualifying. Shootout for pole. 3 laps with the Green Ducks on the inside line. Mocha around the outside, can't get the move done, and in fact loses 2 places. Billy holds the top spot through the banking with Cerulean and Rizzy making the dive bomb move into the first of the slalom. Cerulean comes out in front, but here comes Billy countering back, and wonderful speed off of the drop. Holding it now, they're going to go side by side across the line. Cerulean by a nose and 1 step up the belt. Rizzy, then Mocha, Nemo, Thunder. Billy trying to come through those 2 right-handers and stay close through the banking. This was the move that Cerulean made to get that lead, but Billy cannot copy it. Nemo up to 3rd there. Rizzy battle very close between them. Rima jumps up 3 spots up into 5th. Now Cerulean sees Billy ride the curbs around the outside. That was a phenomenal move, and I wonder if we could see something like it in the race now that some marbles know it can be done out of desperation. We're going to have to see a replay on that, by the way, at the end of this. Boy, I hope. Billy trying to stretch it, but Cerulean so good through those back and forth slaloms. Down the drop, both opting for that outside line. In fact, pretty much all of the runners do. And Billy will not be caught across the line, has pole for the Grand Prix at Sleet Street. Cerulean will start on the outside of the front row. Then comes Nemo and Rizzy. Billy has to be happy to get the season back on track. Perhaps this is only qualifying. Yes, you do get some points. That is Billy's 2nd ever pole position in Marbula 1. Well, the old saying is, like a duck to water, but did they specify if the water can be frozen? Find out tomorrow.